All right, what is going on, fuckers? Josh Skinner, Uncaged Fitness here. We're gonna be doing a little live stream of some kickboxing bag work. I was inspired last night. I just got around to watching Cole Robinson, the dude from the Snake Diet channel, do his. He had a little video up. It was about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It was long. It was a long video of him doing some pad work, some bag work on the heavy bag. Just doing some light punching. It kind of goes hand in hand with some of the new stuff he's been talking about. Basically, the gist of what he's been talking about is getting off your ass and moving, and not necessarily having to do a lot of high intensity work, but just some real low intensity stuff just to keep your body active, keep that metabolism up. And so I was kind of watching that, and it reminded me of some stuff I used to do back when I was still active and competitive in Muay Thai. I hated road work, fucking hated it, couldn't stand it. So, usually for my early fights, my coaches would have me run, in addition to all my other workouts, they'd have me run a 5K every single day. And I hated it. It was terrible. I don't like running. I don't like cardio in general, other than heavy bag work. So what I did for some of my later fights was, instead of doing road work, I hated doing road work, I would just end all my training sessions with 30, 40 minutes of really light bag work or really light shadow boxing. So that video Cole released kind of reminded me of some stuff I used to do, and I wanted to kind of go in and kind of give you guys an explanation kind of how I would do things, and this is especially for some of the Nak Muay that follow my channel, and the MMA guys, maybe some of the boxers that follow my channel. This is going to be useful for you guys too, because this is a really good way to get some extra sport-specific aerobic work, right? And let me get rid of this. All right, we're about halfway through today's workout. For me, I've been training for about 30, 40 minutes already. Just finished up my last jump rope session, kind of just before I jump into this part. So how I like to do this, I like to, this is kind of like skill development type work for me. This is not high intensity. I call it patty cake in the bag because I'm not going to be hitting the bag very hard. Okay, this is really just to make sure I've got my balance is on point, make sure that I'm moving, right? And keeping that kind of heart rate up just a little bit. I don't want to jack it through the roof like I would during like a regular bag session if I'm trying to really push my work capacity. This is just something to this is slow, steady state bag work, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's like marathoning your heavy bag work, okay? So you're not going to be going hard and fast, right? You're going to be not kind of patty caking it, like I said. Now your technique still needs to be good. So if you're going to follow along with me when you watch this, your technique still needs to be good. I need to hear that pop on that bag, right? You're just not going to be doing it full power or full speed, okay? So technique needs to be sharp, right? But power and speed, we're going to kind of take that down a notch, maybe 40, 50%, right? Just something so you can keep moving that whole 30 minutes, right? Because we're not stopping. We're not taking breaks like you would in a normal heavy bag session where, you work for 3 minutes and then you get like 30 seconds to a minute worth of rest, right? We're not doing that. We're doing 30 minutes of constant work. I got my music playing in the background. I like to kind of have some mellow music when I'm doing my heavy bag work. It reminds me to kind of relax and let those strikes flow. So whatever kind of music you want to listen to, that's perfectly fine. I'll kind of be explaining a little bit of what I'm doing as I go along. So yeah, get your gloves out. Let's fucking get to it. Let's see if I can kind of maybe adjust this just a little bit down. Yeah, all right, there you go. Okay, cool. So this is my heavy bag. It's what we call like a banana bag. You see them a lot of MMA gyms, a lot of Thai gyms. This is it's somewhere between 100 and 120 pounds. So it's a little bit heavier than maybe a standard boxing bag. But it's nice and long, so I can get my low kicks in. Right, I can work my knees. do all kinds of stuff with it. It's a pretty versatile bag. I like it a lot, but you don't have to have one of these. If you have, even if you don't have a bag at home, if you just want shadow box along with this, that is great too. And so I'm gonna start running my mouth, and we will go ahead and get started. Computer, set timer for 30 minutes. My little Alexa device is gonna help me out here. All right, so like I said, we're just gonna kind of start patty caking that in. Long. Hey. And we're not working real hard. We're just playing with the bag here. We're just playing with it. I'm using my hips. Technique is still good, but the power, real light. Boom, boom, boom. You should be able to carry on a simple conversation while you're doing this workout. The idea is just to be constantly moving, right? The entire time. Boom. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha. And I don't like to get too complicated. I don't like to get too fancy. I just stick with the basics, right? This. You know, I don't want to be trying new footwork, new combo, stuff I haven't really worked with. I'm just going to go over stuff I've done a million times. This stuff I could do in my sleep. Boom. Right? Just play with the bag. Hey. Boom. And I literally just play. You'll hear me make noise. Ba, ba, ba. Ho, ho, ho. Right? Nothing real fancy. Let's make funny noises. Bong. Bong. Play with it. Have a lot of fun with this. Hey. Hey. Just like Cole was talking about, the idea is to get up and move. Right? Bong. You're not sitting here trying to stretch yourself. If you're doing bag work at this pace, if this is the only workout you're doing, you should be able to do this for at least an hour, right? This. Now for me, I have other goals, right? This. So I was working on stuff earlier today. I was working on my newaza, this, which is a Japanese word, this, for ground fighting, grappling, right? So BJJ guys, very similar to stuff the BJJ guys do. Hey, and we're just playing with the bag. Sometimes I like to say the Thai word, hey, for the strike I'm doing. Like if I'm doing a teep, a front kick, teep, bum, bum, right? If I'm gonna do a knee, I say, oh, tang. I just play with it. I'm real silly in here, you know? When I'm doing this kind of stuff, this is my relaxation time. This is my fun time, okay? Hey, ooh. Not real serious. If I don't get something right, if I screw up something, I'm like, I notice my technique. I'm not going so fast and so hard that I don't notice when I screw up my movement, right? If I throw my hook, I want my shoulder high, right? But it's not powerful. So I can still notice that kind of stuff. I notice those nuances. And let's that pop. You want to still be able to hear that when you strike. You don't want to be pushing the bag, right? It does nothing. That's not actually hitting it. You're just pushing the bag. That's amateur hour stuff. Right? You want to pop it. Pop, 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 pop. Hey. And this kind of work, right? This kind of low intensity, steady state cardio type work, right? This is building up, hey, those capillary beds and those skeletal muscles, right? That's really important if you're into having good endurance, hey, or if you want to build muscle, good dense capillary beds in the skeletal muscle, that's where it's at. And this is the kind of work that develops that. Hey. So no matter what your goals are, you should be putting in some of this kind of aerobic work. Hey. Hey. Maybe I'll double up with those kicks. 1, 2. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Hush. Hey, bong. Play. All right, just playing with it. Bong. Good. And we just keep moving, playing. You stretch it light, right? I'm using my full body every strike, right? Every strike, you know, I'm not just hitting with my shoulder, right? My whole body gets into it, right? That's what makes kickboxing and boxing, Muay Thai, they're full body arts. Every strike. Your punches, come from the legs and the hips. Your kicks, hips, right? But they need a little bit of hand to help out. Watch this hand as I kick. I'm gonna get that hip over, but this acts as a balancing mechanism. And it also keeps my opponent away from me. Bong, right? Full body. And sometimes I might want to throw in some knees, some clinch knees. This nice and fun stuff. I get that duck, that kind of duck-footed stance. Right here, I clinch up with my opponent. Bong, 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 bong. Driving that knee to the rib cage. I like this on computer. Set volume to 6. You gotta find what kind of music drives you, right? But I found I really can't do this kind of workout when I'm listening to metal or some of the usual stuff that kind of jacks me up. I gotta even listen to kind of some chill stuff, some lo-fi hip hop. I really like kind of the taking some Asian stuff, mixing with a little bit of that lo-fi hip hop. Kind of has a cool sound, kind of a funky little sound. So, but find whatever works for you. Maybe meditation music. Just something to remind yourself, hey, I've got to relax. Hey. Hey. Yeah, you want to hear that pop? Pop, pop, pop. Right? This. If you're anything like me, you love to hear that popping sound. On that bag. It's kind of like ASMR. I guess you could say this might be my my first ASMR video for this channel, right? What is it with ASMR anyway? Is it like a sexual thing? What is it? Never understood it. And like I said, if this is your only workout for the day, you know, you should be able to do this. You're doing it at a pace that you can do this for at least an hour, right? You're just playing along. You can have some TV going, a little bit of YouTube, but you're on your feet. You're working. You don't have to use the bag. You can shadow box this. Hey, 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 I like the bag. I like that feedback. I like to hear that pop. Maybe your shoulders getting a little bit tired. Now it's time to work in some body movement, right? Hey, bunny. and knee. Five. Knee. Hey. All right, play with that bag. Play with your movement. Have fun. Imagine your demons in that bag or in that space in front of you. Right, go to town. Push. Exercise the demons. Hey, mom. Hey. Every now and then you may want to speed it up. Go back to moving. Nice and easy. Push. Bong. And I apologize. I should have thought this through a little bit more. Kind of did this spur of the moment, right? But I realized I can't respond if anybody's on there, right? Can't respond to anybody talking. So next time I do one of these, luckily nobody's on yet. I'm just kind of talking to myself at this point. I will make sure that I have a helper with me so I can respond to comments. And I cannot stress enough the importance of your basics, right? Hey, right? Because you're trying to do new combos, new footwork patterns, right? Right? You don't want to be ingraining bad habits into something new. So you want to work on basic skills, stuff you already have good habits with, so you're refining those good habits. This is a technique to refine your movement. Okay? So if you're a boxer, a kickboxer, a Nak Muay, an MMA guy, this is not just to burn calories, to cut weight, right? Or as a way to not have to do road work. This is absolutely where you develop that sport-specific aerobic endurance, okay? And when I say sport-specific, I mean something that's going to apply to how you use it. And maybe you're not a Nak Muay. Maybe you're not a Muay Thai guy, an MMA guy, a boxer, a kickboxer, right? Maybe that's not you. But maybe you do some sort of other martial art, like knockdown karate. Hey. Right? Maybe you just kind of play with boxing as a BJJ guy. That's fine. You still want to have good technique in this, right? Even if kickboxing, boxing is not, your primary art. Right? Maybe get that customado Ali style slip, right? Really work that core. And notice, for the most part, I'm moving around the bag. I gotta kind of stay in camera shot, right? But I'm moving around the bag. I'm playing, right? You can stay here. You can go full Shotokan karate. And work your strikes, your blocks, right? You can play with that kind of stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I had to get a little more movement in there, make it a little more fluid. Kind of imagine my opponent, even though he can't move, right? Imagine he's moving, right? Hey, ooh, ha, ha, hey, push, push, oh man, I forgot. Had not done some knees in a while. Whoa, this, hey, 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 oi, oi, hey. Right? That hey. You hear that a lot. If you're watching Muay Thai fights in Thailand, bum 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 bum, you'll hear that oi, hey. Every time a good shot lands. So I say it to myself. Every strike I throw, when I'm working on the bag, I'm invincible. Hey, hey, right? Hey, hey. That crowd's going crazy because everything I'm landing, it's perfect, right? Ba ba ba. Hey. Ooh. Bong. Bong. Hey. And a deep. Push. Oh, maybe double up on this side. 1, 2. And again on this side. 1, 2. Pop, 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 pop. Just having fun with it. Hey. Ooh. Push. Push. Or that ASMR. Ha. Ha. Short strikes, really getting in there. Got my guy on the rope. Power shots. But not too much power. We're just playing. Whew. And when you really get moving in the South Carolina heat today, you start drenching. You start just dripping sweat, right? I'm in my basement right now. No AC, nothing. It's hot as hell in here. Middle of the afternoon, push, push. Hottest time of day. Letting that sweat get out of there. All that push. As the subscribers to my channel probably know by now, I was on the snake diet for about 7 weeks. Doing rolling 72s, rolling 48s, different kind of fasting protocols. I lost about 40 pounds in 7 weeks. Right, 215, 175. Right, quite a bit of weight. So I'm at that point where I'm happy with the way I look, I'm happy with the way I feel. My lifts are still strong, right? Still able to pull that 405 deadlift. You know, I got that 330 squat. Need to get that up, but you know. So I'm at a point where I need to keep my activity level up. Hey, I'm on those 1 meal a day. I've been taking a lot of carbs. Problem with carb intake is, at least for me, it's easy to overdo it, one. And a lot of times carbs cause that water retention if you kind of overdo it. So you gotta be real smart about that. Because I noticed today I was retaining a lot of water. So I'm not only in a fasted state, I'm almost 24 hours fasted at this point. But probably about So 12, probably 14, 15 hours. Dry fast as well. Hey, overhand, boom. Jab, overhand, hook. Hey. Oh, 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 bump. Fuck you. Push. Hey. Push. One thing I like to do in these two, so I'm a level 2 Thai boxing coach with the World Thai Boxing Association. And we have a series of combos that all of our folks are tested on. One of my favorite is called a 7 count. And one thing I like to do, especially when doing this, I like to do a real, what I call a lazy, continuous 7 count. So a 7 count in general, from the top, starts off with a kick from the rear, bong, a lead hook, a cross, and then a switch kick to the torso, bong. And then after that switch kick, I go right back into a cross, a hook, and then that kick from the rear, boom. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the 7 count. We can do that continuously. But when I'm doing this kind of work, right, I'm trying to keep that intensity level low, I'm not going to be going as high with those kicks. I'm still training that hip movement, that shifting hip movement, which is essential to Muay Thai, right? That kind of, if I hit here, I'm going to hit here, right? I hit with one side, the other side's coming. I'm already set up for it, right? It still trains that, but at a much lower intensity level. So here's what a lazy 7 count, continuous style looks like. Kick from the rear, hook, cross, lead kick, cross, hook, kick from the rear, and again, boom, boom. And we're just going to continuously flow with this. This is a great flow. Notice, I'm just patty caking those hits. That's training that muscle memory for that hip movement, that essential Muay Thai hip movement. Push, push, right? It's going to develop that power. That hip movement, hey, develops that power, that walk them down Muay Thai power. Okay? Whew. Boy, I'm sweating. Back to that 7 count, continuous. Bong, 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 ha, hui, whoosh, ha, 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 ha. And even though I'm being lazy on it, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I'm still pivoting on the ball of my foot when I throw my kick. Even though it's low, it's going to keep my hips in a nice strong position. I'm reinforcing good technique. Just because this is a light session, just because I'm going easy, doesn't mean I'm going sloppy. Don't want sloppy shit. You could do just that continuous 7 count. You can just flow with that the whole time. Real nice and slow. Ha, 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 ha. Right? Just play it the whole time. You could do that. Probably get a little boring. Make it a little bit more like running, which is probably the most boring exercise I can think of. This. Push. If you come across this stream after it's aired, right, checking it out, we will publish it. If you have any questions, comments, if you want to call me a fuckface, whatever you want, feel free. I try to respond to everything. I do have a life outside of this, so might take me a day or two, but I will respond, I promise. So, if you want to call me a fuckface, that's fine too. Bong. I kind of like that little, kind of a Superman punch, right? It's not, I like to throw a kick from the rear, boom on people, and then feint like I'm going to throw a kick, and then finish up with a cross, right? Hey, hey. You don't have to do a full Superman, right? Full Superman would be like, ha, 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 where you're really jumping. But I can be close to my opponent. Ha, ha. Throw that kick. Oh, now they're scared of that kick. Feint, bong, bong. Light them up with that cross. And they go and check that kick. Right? They're not going to see that cross coming. Probably one of my favorite things to do in sparring. Very few people see it coming, especially with a powerful kick. Make people afraid of your kicks. Right? They don't see your hands coming. Ooh, bong. Oh, back to knees. God, I keep forgetting about the knees. Hey. 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 This. A lot of people like to think that the knee, right, just has that trajectory from up and in. Right, that's a lazy, sloppy knee, right? Muay Thai has so many different types of knees. Right there, what I was doing is what's called a clinch knee. Come in, I got my opponent's rib cage right here, right? I'm gonna bring it up, out, and then in just a little bit. Making contact right there with that hammered knee, right to that floating rib. Hey. Push. Actually won a fight with just that knee. I had a guy for 2 rounds. He held on to me for dear life. Clinch. Push. I was not so good at clinch at the time. Right? Finally, I was able to hook him up and boom, fire that knee. He dropped. He stood up. He stood back up. But he did not want to clinch the rest of the fight. And I was able to keep him away with a good combination of jabs and low kicks. Again, basics. Basics wins fights. You don't have to be all fancy, right? Push. 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 You might see cool stuff in highlight reels on YouTube or whatever. But the vast majority of fights are won by good, solid basics. Okay? That's what you want to stick to. That's why this is really important. Push. You could just be mindlessly running on the road. Push. But instead, you're drilling technique, you're perfecting technique. You actually have an opponent in front of you. Push. If this is at the tail end of your workout, you're already exhausted. Right? And that's what you're going to experience in a fight. You're going to be more exhausted in an actual fight than you've ever been in your entire life. So you want this kind of stuff to come at the tail end. So you're forced to work it. To work those basics. Push. Push. Right? While still staying nice and snappy. Still not pushing that bag. I'm tired. You know? I'm still not pushing the bag. I'm not using that as an excuse to get lazy. With my technique. Computer, stop. All right. And that is our 30-minute kickboxing snake diet fasted workout for today. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and give it a like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Making more of this kind of content nice and easy. The Rona has gotten me where I stay at home. I have a lot more free time on my hands now. So this kind of content is going to be coming at you fast and hard. So keep a lookout. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in that comment box. So, and until next time, Sawadee.